Good morning, Kelly Woodruff. I'll be doing a presentation on Huntington band chairs, uh, bank, Huntington National Bank. Um, this slide here shows the stock over the last, for the max of the lifetime. Um, it has increased since the recession back in 2009. As of today, to December, I believe the shares are up to $14.91. So it has rose a little bit since I've posted this slide here, back when we started the slideshow. So it is growing since the recession. Here's the chain of command. The way it works is you get the board of directors, the CEO reports to them, and then he's got directors in all the departments that he's needed within his bank and operations. Huntington is a full-service banking provider, primarily operating across 7 states, banking franchises of Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. They're definitely a focused Midwest bank with an outlier down in Florida. They keep it small. They just had an acquisition about 3 years ago, First Merit Bank. That was the majority of the Cleveland area. That's why that's pretty saturated in that area of new Huntington Bank locations. Major lines of businesses. Again, it's a bank, so it's got 800 full service branches, over 1,600 ATMs. They do anything from mortgage banking to equipment leasing to trust services, brokerage services. They're really good with small businesses, consumer banking services. They focus on automated dealership relations too, and with commercial banking services to automotive dealers and retail automobile financing. Biggest competitors: Bank of America, J.P. Morgan, Fifth Third Bank. Calculate ratio, peered them up, or with Fifth Third, kind of compared their numbers. Pretty close to being similar numbers, just that Fifth Third's a little bit larger and they're spread out more throughout the United States. Again, Huntington focused Midwest. Balance sheet, um, total assets being over, they've increased every year since 2014 from 66.3 billion to in 2018 108.7 billion. Income statement, with it being a service focused industry, there's no inventory or anything such like that. So it's all, they get it from interest income and funds and loans and such like that. Cash flow, shareholder equity. So immediate implication, Huntington National Bank, one of the largest Midwest region, a little of ahead of its competition in the area. Huntington Bank has increased the total cash due from banks for 1.5 million in 2007 to 2.67 in 2008. They have lowered their debt also by $4 billion over from 2017 to 2018. I don't find any immediate implications at this. Long term, they got a current ratio of 1.1, which shows good. Bank's healthy. Again, being service-based industry, so there's no inventory. Fifth Third Bank is a little bit higher with a 1.12 current ratio compared to Huntington's 1.1. Long term, Fifth Third has a higher debt to capital of 67% to Huntington's 44%. And Fifth Third they've been up and down with their revenue over the last 5 years, where Huntington has had a slow, gradual growth. Stock analysis. Huntington has increased this past year. However, the Dow Jones is up 20%, where Huntington is only up 2%. So they're kind of lacking. They're a slow mover, very conservative bank, very low risk on their business. Huntington's ratio is 12.9, slightly higher than Fifth Third at 10.7. Huntington will increase, but it would be a very slow pace. Types of financial risk, you get the credit, market risk, changes in interest rate. Obviously, is going to deter a little bit with the, especially in here in October when the Fed lowered the interest rate. Obviously, that's going to change the income a little bit and the cash flow coming in. I'm sure multiple people have refinanced their homes or college loans or whatever and such. Bonds, estimated 12 years, long-term allocation of plan assets, 20 to 50% equity as investments and 80 to 50 in bond investments. Stock valuation, current stock, again, this is when we started this project, it was $14.19. I believe it's up to $14.90 now. When your target is $15, so it's getting pretty close to there. I would recommend that this would be a good buy and just hold this stock. Overall summary, had the ability to work with Huntington for 3 months this past fall doing my corporate fellowship as I transition out of the military. They are very focused on staying just within the Midwest and focus on customer service, basing their everything they do, to provide for their customers. They're not looking to expand, nationally or anything like that. They want to focus on making sure that they make the current clients happy and keep them happy. So they continue, the people within the Midwest, their 7 states continue to bank with Huntington. I would again buy and hold this stock due to the slow and steady growth. You have a chance to have a long-term gain and little risk for a short-term loss. The stock has grown, $8 to 14 since February 2016. So this would be a good stock to hold on for a long time and see where the bank goes. They are definitely trying to dominate the Midwest region of the United States. And that concludes my presentation.